Yeah, I went ahead and started it. So it's at a 10-minute countdown. I can use my new epidemic sound. We're live. Happy Friday. Oh, I look spooky. That music doesn't help either. Sounds like Silent Hill music. Who watched Silent Hill? Anybody? No Silent Hill fans there in the chat? Certainly impartial streamer. Imperfect. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday. I need that drink. My special guests are in the green room. They stopped talking like something is happening. A carry out? What do we? Oh, okay. Well, I'll just bring them on. My special guests for tonight are Joseph Clough. Sai Mistage. Said that wrong, probably. Don't be camera shy now, Sai.
Should step away.
And Kevin, Michael Reed, who should really be sleeping, but has graciously decided to. There you go.
I see how it is. Fuck you too, Grant.
Nail bender extraordinaire, carpenter extraordinaire. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Well, you're quite welcome, Grim.
Sorry, I'm outside, so it's gonna be pretty noisy for the next 10 minutes.
Everybody's walking their dogs and going for, takeout and snoring. So that's quite okay. It's quite all right. I have nothing to talk about this stream. Really?
Top 10 songs.
Top 10 songs. Man. The Metallica's The Four Horsemen, Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love, Foo Fighters, Everlong, Dave Grohl's Play, Don't Hate Me, but Higher by Creed, Lola Montez by Volbeat. What am I up to? I don't even know. I lost count.
I think that's about 7. We'll say 7 or 8.
Really? Lola Montez? Like, I can think of way better Volbeat songs.
Yeah, but I could play that on guitar. Photograph by Def Leppard.
Ooh, good choice. That's a good one.
The Reflex by Duran Duran.
He's going Duran Duran. I'm waiting for, like, The Cure next.
No, I was never much into The Cure. I mean, I was in the progressive punk stuff. I actually worked at like one of the first teen nightclubs that opened up in the area where I lived in Florida. Yeah, this is the mid to late 80s. My childhood. I'm digging it. I'm digging this epidemic sound. Oh, they actually singing these songs. Oh. So, Friday, made it through the week. It was a short week, right? I mean, Memorial Day. It just seems like I didn't get anything done this week. Some good things happened to me. I actually did get a raise. I have an office with a door now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it was weird because, we have a new CSD, and I guess the GM kind of realized that, he doesn't want everybody else jumping ship.
I will be right back. I gotta call these people and let them know that I'm gonna pick up my order because it's like curbside still for this place.
Ooh.
I'll be right back.
I want food.
Italian. I'm getting carry out Italian.
I want food.
Well, come get some.
We're totally taking over.
I had charbroiled pizza. Charbroiled pizza.
We're doing Olive Garden. But I will be right back.
I actually have peanuts and raisins and the saddest trail mix ever.
I'm sort of ashamed of myself at the moment, and Joseph, I really need to take some cues in living a healthier lifestyle. But
What are you doing today?
what am I doing today? On stream, I showing off this bag of 49 flavors. It's a 2-pound bag of jelly beans that I'm ashamed to admit I ate all of those myself.
Which one is your favorite, by the way? Your favorite jelly bean?
Well, now that you asked, let's just, I don't know now. I can't tell. I ate them all, so I don't remember which one was the best.
You need to buy another one.
Yeah, I know.
Try them again.
That sounds like a vlog right there. Take my camera. We're going to the mall.
I once had the worst idea, and I actually bought one of those stupid bags that had like all these funky flavors, and I fucking hated them all, and I basically just had to end up throwing that away.
Well, there's those bags that, have all the really the disgusting flavors in it, right? I've never tried that, but the kids here and my girlfriend have tried to get me on those, but luckily I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest regrets of my life, trying that crap.
I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these on here. I mean, they've got things from like a blueberry, berry blue. That's original. Bubblegum, butter popcorn. I gotta say, I got the big bag. But I also got it was one of these places that you can get your own. The flavors are all sorted, and I got strawberry shortcake. I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was like it took me a minute at first. It's like, yeah, but you can have custom those.
So yeah, so I got strawberry cheesecake and the cappuccino together. And I'll go back and get that again. That was pretty good. I'm a cheesecake
I think I
guy.
would like them separately. I don't know what that would like taste like. I mean, both of those together sounds like quite a mix.
It wasn't too bad for me. But yeah, I could see.
Joseph, do you like jelly beans? The guys are hiding.
I do not.
Joseph was taking a walk. Okay, there we go.
I like jelly beans. I just don't like the black licorice jelly beans, or the licorice jelly beans rather.
Kevin, are you still awake?
There,
Here.
there was licorice in this bag for sure.
In
Do
England,
you
we
like
never.
jelly beans, Kevin?
Jelly Belly jelly beans are probably the best jelly beans ever.
That is
Yeah, they really are.
exactly what I got. I keep getting other brands and I'm always disappointed. And so they have the one candy store at the mall, and that's where I got that. I was like, I got to get me a big bag because nobody likes going back to the mall.
If it's the same fucking bulk candy store that we have here, I go in there and load up on like the gummy bears and the gummy worms and shit like that too, because those are like my favorite candies.
Jelly beans, and then I get the big giant Hershey dark chocolate bars.
That's only good for when you're making s'mores.
Or when you're really bored at work and stressed.
Yeah, I can't do the like chocolate all the time, but I do prefer dark chocolate when I get like Hershey bars and stuff.
I do try to snack on like some cashews or almonds every now and then, just to not have candy all the time though. And folks, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me today. And for those of you lurking in the chat, maybe, if you're wondering who we are the Creators Guild. And if you're a content creator and you want to join a very supportive and fun group of people, you need to go right here, creatorsguild.app. If you're content creator of any level, check out the Creator Toolkit. So, you know, if you're struggling with your content, or you're just getting started, or you've been at it a while and you're just trying to, you know, switch it up a bit, pivot, as we say, check it out. We got Joseph, who's in the chat. We have Kevin Michael Reed. We have Cy, Nail Bender, of course. We're all members of the Creators Guild, and we are content creators. And it's a very, very fun group, and you can learn a lot. So come on out. Yeah, that's my worst pitch.
Your voice will be broadcasted live and recorded. Yeah, Kevin just had this gigantic announcement pinned. Anyone who enters this room, be aware. Stream is currently on his live channel.
Yes, be very aware. I really don't understand why people have not. I don't know if they see that we're in this room. I think they just kind of happen upon it, right?
I just think that not many people are used to this kind of stuff, to be honest. So they probably try to stay away. Like they don't. I mean, they probably see that it says open voice chat and they don't really know what it is.
True. Who's the one that suggested that?
I don't remember who suggested it, but I'm glad we threw it in here because there have been regular guildies in here, not just mods and ambassadors.
Blame Nail. I always blame Nail for everything.
I got strong shoulders. I can handle it.
I keep thinking it was Barbara, but I don't think that was who. Anyway. So I have.
I'm curious. Joe, what's your favorite kind of candy then? If you hate jelly beans.
It's not that I hate them, but in England we never had them growing up. They weren't exported until like the last probably decade, maybe, when they'll be at specialty places. So I just didn't grow up with them.
Well, now I know where David gets his music. I mean, I knew where David got his music, but yeah. Look, it's Andrew, folks. Sorry, Andrew. Not meaning to ignore you.
Tell him to hop in the voice chat with us.
Yes, join in the voice chat, Andrew. We're on Gilded in general in the open chat. If you'd like to be part of the show. This is shades of Impartial Geek. While I do like it, I feel like I'm stealing. I mean, I should have known it was the cyberpunk. Since I love gaming and Psy, well, I don't know, who else games? I know I game. Psy's a gamer, and in the in the KMR, Kevin, are you a gamer?
Sorry, I had to
I
mute
think
your
you find out.
stream. Yeah, I used to game.
So I'm going to one of the playlists, the Epidemic Sounds gaming playlist. So. Right, ambient gaming. Okay, what was the last game you did play, Sai?
I finally got a chance to play Doom. Can you believe that? I find the one that came out in 2016,
Mm.
the latest one. Oh my god, it took me forever, and I remember that I got it as a present. It was as a Christmas present that one of my coworkers sent it to me, gifted it to me on Steam. And I never really did get to play. I mean, I was so busy, and there was always an excuse. There was always something going on, and I never really got around to download it and play it. Now that I got updates on my desktop and stuff like that, I finally was like, hey, I have a video card. I maybe I should give it a chance. And I did, and I installed it. Oh my god, Doom has like glory kills where you literally grab the fucking thing and you rip the arm off and you beat him with it. It's amazing. I love that game.
So.
Okay, I came in at the wrong time. Who are you bidding? Oh my god.
Elo, just to warn you, we are live. We are live on my channel. So
Perfect.
You are welcome. You are welcome, sir, to join in the fun. And thank you for joining my show.
Hi everybody. My name is Dirty Fresh. I get dirty. Sometimes I get fresh.
So, and as usual, I'm not working. I always, try to work on these streams, but yeah, I'm not working. Kevin will point that out here in a few minutes. Or not.
I'm sorry, talking over here.
So Doom, yeah, I played one of the last ones that came out on Xbox Game Pass. But I remember when Doom came, when it came out back in the 90s. And you could download the first level, and all the kids were playing it in the computer labs. And I was a security guard, and man, I wasted tons of hours. I guess I should have been working. I am Dr. Energy, folks. Hey, what's up? What's up, Joe? The audio from the guild chat
Andrew,
is very low.
Just
There we go. I turned it up a bit. Let's see what happens. All right, we're trying to get Andrew in here. Dr. Energy, if you are so brave, you can go into the open voice chat in general and join me on the show. But yeah, I would play, I would, go around and do my rounds, and then I would sneak into the computer labs and then download the Doom demo and play. Warcraft came out, and I would bring my discs to work and load it up.
see things like that are why I'm glad I don't have a corporate job. I would never get anything done.
But yeah, I've been an avid gamer, for a long time, playing everything from first-person shooters, real-time strategy games, flight sim, combat flight sim games. At one time, my late wife had worked at the EB Games before it became GameStop, and we had every single console that had came out. The PlayStation, the Xbox, the Nintendo. I think at the Nintendo GameCube, Xbox. I got the Dreamcast when that came out.
That was like my favorite console of them all at the time was the Dreamcast. That damn system was so far ahead of its time. It's not even funny.
Well, and I'm not a sports guy, right? And when I went to it was kind of a McVan Games was the name of the place. I saw the demo or the NBA, was it NBA 2K? Not NBA, NFL 2K. Which was like one of the first almost realistic looking football games. Everything else was still that kind of top down, 2D or 3D isometric type. What's up, Jason?
Holy crap. We got Joe, Dr. Energy. We got Andrew, Consultant Black.
We may break a record for viewers.
Oh, he dipped out. I scared him away.
Oh.
We may also break Gilded.
Could be.
Yeah, we're good at that.
So Cy played Doom last. What? Let's see. What? I'm trying to think of the game that I've loved playing the most in the last couple years. I mean, from start to finish, it would have to be Skyrim. Not to mention, I played the shit out of MMOs back, starting with Dark Age of Camelot, and then when WoW came out, World of Warcraft came out. I mean, I was part of a guild there, and I mean, you know, oh man, the days of standing around waiting for raids to start. Counter-Strike, Half-Life. I literally had a closet full of game boxes. So, you know, the top shelf was just all nothing but the boxes from all the games. I remember playing the shit out of the Jane's ATF series of combat flight sims. Falcon 4.0. I mean, I had the whole Thrustmaster flight control and HOTAS setup and everything. Yeah, a push to talk button will work is optimal if you're joining the chat, the voice chat.
That's awesome. Talking about all those old games. I know I've got sitting right up in my closet, just over my shoulder, a box full of my original Sega Genesis with a bunch of games in there.
Oh yeah.
Considered pulling it out and trying to hook it up, see if it works on the big screen.
Yeah, I've got like an Intellivision. The Nintendo 64. They're all up in the closet that I keep wanting to drag out and do the same thing, kind of put up, you know, in the background to show off. But my walls are getting crowded. It is really funny how my friend here in town, Doug, when I first started working at this local university, we would get on the internet and play these text-based multiplayer type games. They were like Mucks, Mushes, Moos, multi-user shared hallucinations, you know, stuff like that. And I want to say that one day we were talking about how, you know, how this stuff might evolve. And this is really before we had anything like a graphic based, you know, multiplayer environment. I mean, like I said, I was talking before, Doom, the shareware version was out. But I swear he was almost like, nobody's gonna pay to play games like this, because you could always have, you know, get online and play it for free. Boy, was he wrong.
Oh, hey, we have new people here. Hi.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Andrew. Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Are you a PC gamer or do you play consoles?
Your volume's a little low there, Andrew.
Hey, Sai.
He was asking you if you're a PC gamer or a console gamer.
I'm both. Both for sure.
Hell yeah. I'm a desktop gamer, though. I don't... PS5 is a little bit too rich for my blood.
Well,
I'm poor.
I will agree with you in that aspect. I mean, it's like, yeah, it is
Do you have a PS5?
I do not. I do not. I've got the Xbox One S, and that's it. But I game on PC too. But like I was saying earlier,
I got
what
the PS4.
when my wife worked at EB Games back, which is now GameStop, we had like the Xbox and I think the PS2 came out at that time, around the same time, and I had a Dreamcast. I mean, we had every major console that was out at that
Oh
time.
my god. I miss the Dreamcast. That was a beautiful console, even though that it did not get enough love.
I mean, we were just talking about that I was not a sports guy at all, and I ended up getting a Dreamcast just based on looking at how gorgeous the NFL 2K at the time was on the Dreamcast. I still have it. It's upstairs. So Andrew says does the PS4 or PS5? What are you on?
I'm on PS4 and I also have PS3. I've been a PlayStation guy ever since it came out.
I got the PlayStation. Well, I had the PlayStation, the first one, and then I went to Dreamcast. But I loved that one because I was playing Silent Hill, my favorite game on there.
Oh my god, I'm a big Silent Hill fan.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
love that game.
that is, I've always thought that Silent Hill is so much better than Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
Controversial thoughts, I know, but I freaking love it. Which one is your favorite?
2 is the best.
Of course. Yeah, that's fans' favorite. I like The Room. I don't know why that game was just such a psychological mindfuck. I remember this. It's the fourth one, the one that was in first person view
Right. Yeah.
that you start at the apartment. Oh my god, it was just so fucked up. Like everything, they change everything. Like you have a very limited inventory and the ghosts and everything that you will encounter. You could not kill them, so they could basically just haunt you forever. And the bosses were like, that's the one Silent Hill that they had the gigantic baby boss. That shit like haunted me in my nightmares. Oh my god. They will be beating up that monster and it will cry like a baby. That was just so many levels of wrong.
I love the whole Pyramid Head character.
Absolutely. That's one of the most iconic characters of Silent Hill for sure.
But really,
I've never played the game, but what did you think of the movies? Is it like horrible?
I liked the first one.
Yeah.
I liked the first one, but the second one was really bad in my opinion.
Yeah, the first one was really good. The second one just kind of, they just kind of muddled around with it. But fun fact, Jon Snow is in that.
Wasn't Sean Bean in one of those?
Sean Bean was I think it was in both
First
of them.
one. No, it wasn't the first one. In the second one, they changed the entire cast. And they made the one thing that I did not like about the second one is that they made Pyramid Head have a heart. Like he was a good guy that was saving the girl or something. Like, oh come on, that was a lot of. Can I say bad words? I think I already said a
Yes, you
bad
can.
words. in
You
your stream.
can. I'd fuck shit, goddamn. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
It was a lot of bullshit because it simply did not go along the lines of what the lore of the whole Silent Hill game was. I mean, Pyramid Head was based upon James Sutherland's most deprived thoughts and nightmares. That's exactly what Pyramid Head is. And you're gonna tell me that suddenly he got a change of heart and now he like loves people or something when he's supposed to be a nightmare. Okay.
My favorite scene from the first one is when they're all running up the church steps into the church, and
Oh
the
my
one
god.
girl's throwing
Yes.
rocks, and Pyramid Head comes out, picks her up, rips her dress off, and then just rips her skin off. And I'm like, oh man, I'm just like, oh, that was just a great gruesome scene.
Yeah, he rips her skin off like it's nothing.
And just throws it.
Now everybody's like questioning what the hell kind of games we play. Like nobody's talking.
We like the weird ones. Have you played the Layers of Fear?
I've seen a lot of streamers play it. I've never played it myself. That kind of reminds me. That's the kind of like jump scare thingy, isn't it? Layers of Fear. Like you walk through the mansion and you find a lot of like jump scares of sort, right?
Sort of, yeah. But it's got a lot of great kind of moments where like you're walking and you turn, and all of a sudden you turn back the other way, and you're in a whole different room. And it's, I guess the whole take on it is kind of this a sense of trying to know what schizophrenia is, sort of, because that's the guy's investigating, I think, his wife's death or something like that, and he suffered from that.
Yeah, it is. I remember now. Layers of Fear goes along the same structure of genre. What it would be Amnesia, that it was so wildly popular a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, a few years ago. And it's just that it's an environmental kind of horror stuff.
And Fatal Frame was another kind of weird horror game. I didn't play it all the way through, but
you like horror games.
I do. I love horror
That's
games.
what I have too.
I tell you what we should do. Play Phantasmagoria. Or what's that one? It's that ghost hunting one. I have it. Hold on.
We should fucking play that shit. Yes. It is so freaking funny because none of my friends like horror or anything, and even people that I've actually previously dated, they fucking hate all sorts of horror stuff. So I'm always on my own with this kind of shit. Like I'm excited that apparently every single time there is some rumor about Silent Hill being picked up again and shit like that, I'm always like super excited. And nobody, I swear to God, none of my friends give a flying fuck about it. It's like I have nobody to talk about. I mean, nobody to talk about that.
Well, what that latest one? Well, it did a demo of it, and I didn't get to play it, but there was some demo that came out. That the
demo was really scary.
They didn't call it anything close to
it.
Silent
Really
Hill. You know, because it was just kind of like an offshoot demo, but they're not going to complete it, they said.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors though about it. Like they keep on talking that they're going to bring it back and stuff, but yeah, you don't get to see anything yet, so it's really frustrating.
Well, Norman Reedus did the Death Stranding, but I think he was like supposed to be the main character, right? He's the main character in that demo.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
I think so, yeah. Since you like horror games, is there a chance that you ever got to play Gabriel Knight?
Yes, a long time ago though. The Gabriel Knight, and there was Phantasmagoria. That Phantasmophobia is the game that I'm talking about. That came out recently. That's the ghost hunting one. But I played Phantasmagoria, which is around that same time.
So you know Jane Jensen, though. You know Jane Jensen's work, then. She's the one that wrote those games.
I mean, I don't know the name, but I am aware of the games. Like I said, my late wife would know exactly who that is because she was a big fan of all the Sierra stuff.
Well, you know that Jane Jensen worked on a remake of Gabriel Knight back in.
Oops, sorry.
Did you ever get to play that one?
Nope.
Well, you should because it's the game I published. I work with Jane
Okay,
Jensen.
okay. Then point me. I'll look that up and I'll certainly go find.
It is basically the same. It's just like we revamped graphics and revamped remasters on like we got Robert Holmes doing the whole soundtrack all over again, and Jane Jensen redid some of the puzzles of the games, and it Gabriel Knight is a point and click old school horror game. She kept most of the game, but then she changed a little bit just so she could add a little bit extra content. And the special edition that we launched back in 2014 was it had a lot of like it had interviews with Jane Jensen about the creation of Gabriel Knight and all that stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna have to.
I can tell you when
definitely
it's
check
on
that out.
sale if you want.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So don't have Cy and I hold up the conversation. Jump in if there's a favorite game you like to play. Do you like horror games? Do you not like horror games? What is your favorite game you like to play, or types of games? Whether in voice chat. Go ahead.
I gotta say, I was never, I remember back in the day,
I'm
horror
usually
movies.
strictly combat and racing style games. I've played Resident Evil.
Keep going, Joe. What was that?
I was just gonna say that back in the day, I remember when like the horror movies, the original Friday the 13th, and if you remember The Howling as well, all that kind of stuff, and always big into Stephen King. So I was more of I'm more into reading the horror than playing the games.
And Andrew mentioned something about the Resident Evil. Yeah, I played those two, and the only thing that I had issues with Resident Evil was the clunkiness of the controllers, the controls for that. I could never get used to that. But yeah, it seems like, if you like some good video gaming, you like the vintage horror stuff too, Joe.
My
for sure.
biggest problem is always the dark parts of the games.
Dark as in you can't see, right? As or dark, the dark kind of mood of it.
Yeah. The part to where I can't see, because it's very, very hard.
Right.
All to have in my eye disease is I have to have everything in a very set way, otherwise I can't see it.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks, right? Because it just kind of takes away from the ambiance for you. Yeah, I feel you there.
Is that the same for now, being colorblind?
Nail might have went to get his food.
He's chatting in chat.
Altered beasts. Altered beasts.
Maybe he's got his mouth full. That's why he's.
Yeah. There you go.
He's eating. I'm looking at eating.
So Midwest is talking about God of War, Prince of Persia, the puzzle fighter games. I played the first God of War, and I don't remember which Prince of Persia I played. Not the side scrolling one, but the one that was more of the 3D. And I enjoy those kind of games that kind of mimic the parkour. Those were always fun. Along those lines, I freaking love the Assassin's Creed line of games.
Didn't they make a movie out of Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, or something?
They
like that,
did.
wasn't
It was with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They also made an Assassin's Creed movie with Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I definitely saw that one.
They made a crappy World of Warcraft movie with Travis Fimmel.
They made Doom movies.
Well, that Doom was a good movie because it had a God dang it, what is? Well, The Rock was in it, but not him.
Yeah, the other.
Judge Dredd. He just played Dredd.
That's right.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban in The Boys. Yes.
Now that was a good movie. The Judge Dredd with Carl Urban. The original one.
That
with
was a
Stallone
great one.
Freaking terrible.
I don't know. I will disagree that it was terrible. It was only at the time. I mean, I agree. The Carl Urban version is way better, but I mean, I think just at the time, you know, they worked with what they had.
I'll give you that. You know, the Carl Urban one was much more true to the original comic books. So.
And I've never read the comics, but I know for sure that the Carl Urban version was just way grittier, and I mean, you can't beat having Cersei Lannister, you know, as the bad guy. And I can't even remember her name. Damn it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I will watch anything with Carl Urban in it, even if it's terrible.
There were some other movies they made off of like books and games. What was that one, Starship Troopers, like that original one? Like that was just a mess.
It was really campy. I mean, I've never read a lot of Robert Heinlein, but I know he's a great author, a sci-fi author.
Yeah, I've read a lot of his stuff. I kind of like his more philosophical stuff, like Stranger in a Strange Land or Job: A Comedy of Justice. Those were pretty interesting stories.
I'm trying to think how many of this was there only one Starship Troopers movie? I think they did a couple. Someone went straight to video.
Yeah, I just remember seeing the first one with Neil Patrick Harris was one of them, and
Yeah.
I forget the rest of the actors.
Casper Van Dien.
Yeah, they did a few of them.
One of my favorite actors, Clancy Brown, of course. Gary Busey's kid was in it. Nail says there's like 3 Starship Troopers, and confirming what Andrew just said.
Nail, I'd love to hear that story about Comic-Con and Carrie Elways sometime. That'd be pretty interesting.
Well, maybe as soon as he quits stuffing his mouth. I'd take that moment and say, hey, folks, thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Whoever, I want to give credit where credit is due to all the guildies who were in chat with me that had this great idea of just, popping on and inviting people on. This is fun. It's a fun time. I think maybe I'll make this a regular thing.
All right, Joe. So I'm done eating now. I'm guessing you want to hear me explain why I found it necessary to tell Carrie Elwes what a fuckhead I thought he was.
Well, I just suspect that it was probably an interesting and fun story.
So I went to a local Comic-Con here in Michigan in Novi a few years ago. And at the time, Walking Dead was still huge. So Norman Reedus was there. But so were David De La Rocca and Sean Patrick Flannery from the Boondock Saints. And that was the only thing I was going for because I love the Boondock Saints. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. The second one kind of sucked. We won't get into that. But Lou Ferrigno, the original Incredible Hulk, was there. Alloy Ash from Chop Cut Rebuild. and a couple other movies and stuff. She was there. The chick that played Dallas in Sin City, and some of the women from Old Town, the ninja chick, she was there. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It was just like a huge Comic-Con here. And Carrie Elwes, who was really ill, Casper Van Dien was there too, from Rico's Roughnecks, and so was Ezio Auditore from the Assassin's Creed games. So I was walking around and I was just hanging out and everything, and we come up on, and everybody, like, there's a huge deal where Carrie Elwes was like having people removed from his line because they were sneaking, you know, cell phone camera shots and everything like that. And this one kid really loved him, and like The Princess Bride and Robin Hood Men in Tights and things like that. And he broke this kid's heart being an asshole. So I found it necessary to walk up, tell him, and dude, you haven't been relevant in like 30 fucking years. Seriously. Like, who do you think you are to treat some little kid that obviously likes you, even though you're not relevant anymore, like shit like that? Like, you're kidding me, right?
Yeah, there's when they get that sense of entitlement, man, it's just like piss off.
There's a lot of stories like
exactly.
that, right?
And it's really crazy because, like, I was outside because I still smoked at the time, and I was outside smoking a cigarette, and David De La Rocca came out and smoked a cigarette with me and asked to use my lighter. Like, it was one of the best Comic-Cons ever. It was way cool right up until security decided to be assholes to everybody for bitching at Carrie Elwes for being a dickhead.
Doesn't that always seem to be the way?
Well, he's a celebrity. Yeah, at this point, he's like E-list celebrity. He's like that clown that you fucking call to show up to your nephew's birthday party.
Is he even as relevant as Kathy Griffin?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Who?
Exactly.
Does everybody know who Michael Rosenbaum is?
That's familiar, but I'd have to Google.
Same.
Smallville.
Yep.
Do we know? Have we watched the show Smallville?
Yeah. He was
Lex Luthor.
He was. Yep.
Got it. Yeah.
I've
like the best live action Lex Luthor too, because the dude that played Lex Luthor in the new Justice League movie sucks.
He did a movie. Oh God. No, I can't remember the name of the movie. Back in the Day. It's a comedy. He's from Newburgh, which is like just down the street. My boss went to school, or my boss's mom was his teacher. So I've got this 6 degrees of separation, I guess. One of the news producers that used to work for us actually worked on the set of this movie, but I digress. He was promoting the movie, so he came out to the station. And, it's like, hey, we're all going to go outside and smoke a cigarette and listen to some Rosenbaum stories. I'm like, all right. So I'm walking out there and I'm just kind of standing in the circle of kids. He keeps looking at me when he's talking. He'd be like, yeah, so this happened. And he's, he keeps looking over at me. And, I went inside and I was like, man, it's hot out there. So I was wiped my forehead. I pulled off my hat and I was wearing a hat with the Superman emblem on it. And I felt like such a douche geek guy, like I was some sort of fanboy waiting for him to sign my hat.
That's one of those awkward moments for sure. Right?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, boy, you such a dork, But I didn't think about it. He's a real nice guy. I got to meet the kid who played Anakin Skywalker in the prequels. Oh, god dang, what is his name? My memory fails me. There's too much knowledge.
Actually,
Jake.
Canadian. I met him at.
Jake.
You talking about the little kid, or
Yeah, the little kid.
When he was
The
young,
little
like
kid.
when he
Yeah,
was 4 or 5?
in the first one. Yeah, the little kid. Not
Oh, okay.
not Hayden Christensen. Jake
Okay.
Lloyd, I believe. Jake Lloyd.
Got it. Yeah. I met Hayden Christensen one time at a Leaf game in Toronto. He was there in a private box, and the girl that I was dating at the time worked for the sports network up here in Canada, and so we got to go next door and meet him.
What's up, Danny? I think that's the two brushes with celebrity. Gigi Edgley from Farscape. I mentioned that the other day on stream. My kid was actually named after her character, and they came to a convention here in Evansville, and I got to go hang out with her at the convention. You got a kick out of the fact that we named our kid after her character. My kid since then now wants to change her name, so what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, pretty boy thinks he's funny.
So one of the things I talked about on one of my previous streams was basically, there are movies that if I'm flipping through the channels, no matter where it is at in the story, I will stop and watch the rest of it. Joe, is there a movie that you will stop and watch the rest of it?
Oh my God, there's so many. Pretty much anything Monty Python. Most of the original 3 Star Wars movies for sure. What else? Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Ooh.
I'm dating myself, I know. What else? Oh, The Last Starfighter. Always stop and watch that one.
That's a classic, yeah. I limit
Starfighter and Close Encounters are like 2 of the best movies ever, though.
Oh yeah. I limit myself to like 13. I have a list of like 13 that I'll stop and watch.
And then if you go on the comedy side, Caddyshack would be right up there.
Oh. I've got the Carl Spangler Funko Pop up on the shelf.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you. You telling me, show me that one time. Yeah.
Caddyshack. Yeah, that's a freaking good. That is a good one. You can't go wrong. Chevy Chase, all the classic comedians in that. Rodney Dangerfield, Chevy Chase.
Yep. What about and also of course Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers.
And Animal House.
Yeah. Sai, what movies would you stop and watch if you're still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's been a very long time since I've watched movies. Like, I literally don't anymore.
Okay, all right. Nail?
That's a good question. do you think on that?
Jason, I'm a cord cutter too. I don't have cable. I just have internet and Netflix and Hulu and the Disney, or did I cancel it? Amazon Prime. So yeah.
Yeah, it's same here. I've got an antenna that I get like 6 local channels and then all the internet stuff.
And Joseph, I think you in the last stream you had chimed in, but if feel free to reiterate any movies
You
that
guys
you
already listed off a lot of mine.
did. We, Andrew?
For me, inspirational wise, I love Walter Mitty. For action, the John Wick movies. Comedy, Step Brothers, or Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. And most Guy Ritchie movies.
Oh yeah, Snatch. All one of the right up there, man.
Yeah, Lock, Stock, and The Gentleman was awesome. I've watched that like 3 times already, and that's only came out like a year ago.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. It was good.
Amazing.
So yeah, so Jason watches anime. I don't know how many others watch any anime.
Me.
Well, there you go. All right, Sai. What are your top anime series or movies?
Oh my god, so many. I love Evangelion. I grew up watching Dragon Ball and Rurouni Kenshin and Saint Seiya. Oh my god, Heidi and Candy. I watch too much shit. Like, it's a gigantic list. Nowadays I watch different stuff though. I think nowadays I mostly watch like Ghibli films. I've tried to keep up with most of those. Really don't have time to dedicate, like, let's say, for example, stuff like One Piece. That is like
Yeah.
580. I don't know how many episodes out there so far. Like, I've tried to get started and I always quit and then I just go back and stuff. Like, anime right now is complicated for me because I don't really have the time. So something like small movies and stuff like that, 1 hour or something, is about as much as I can actually dedicate to it.
There is just so much out there and so much access, to it now, and it's hard for me to. I have to limit it to the style that I like because I'm used to the '80s anime styles and not the newer, more cute kind of anime characters. I grew up with Captain Harlock, Robotech,
Speed Racer.
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
good one.
Speed
Star,
Racer,
Star Blazers.
Star Blazers, right? But I was watching like I cut my teeth on some movies, Megazone 2-3, the Super Dimensional Force Macross, which was the Japanese version of, it was the first series that Carl Masek used in Robotech was Macross. Supernatural Beast City.
Did anyone here?
Go ahead.
Did anyone here got a chance to watch Promare? This anime movie came out in 2019.
What was the name of it?
Promare. It's really, really good. It is from the same people that did the same animation house or talent, because they just the people that did Fully Cooley separated and they went into a completely different studio. So, but it's kind of like the same people that did Fully Cooley, and it's amazing because if any of you have ever watched Fully Cooley, they have very dynamic angles and animations and stuff like that. So Premiere It is really is. Oh my god, it's just so fucking good. Like the animation is just amazing. You should watch it. I recommend it.
Oh, put that on the list. Yeah, I'm with Jason. I watched like Death Note. I watched Death Note. What I watched Berserk, Evangelion. I watched the ones that they did in the movies, or they created the movies out of. I'm Attack on Titan. The last season that just came out, I was watching that. I think they're in like the mid-season kind of hiatus. I started watching Demon Slayer. And when you mentioned Ghibli, there's one of one of my first introductions into anime was the Nausicaa of the Valley of the Winds, or Nausicaa, or however you
That is
pronounce it.
such a good movie.
It's fantastic.
I fucking love it. Yeah, this is one of my favorites of Ghibli films as well. Really, really good. Akira, wow.
Yeah,
Damn,
Akira
didn't know
Akira is
that
a
you
good
watched
one. Yeah.
Classic, yeah.
Has anybody watched Ultraman on Netflix? I'm
Yes.
still
Yes.
trying to get into that. Yeah, is it good?
I liked it. Oh yeah, that is a very, very cool looking art style. That's wicked. Gundam, of course. Gundam is one of my favorite series. I love how stylized this is. It does a great job of, being more dynamic and using 3D animation that looks 2D without it looking like it's how do I say that? There have been a few series that I've watched that obviously it's done in a 3D animation program. But they do a poor job of making it look 2D. So I don't know. It just doesn't carry it off as an anime style. That made sense.
There was the other one in the it was like late 70s, early 80s, G-Force or Battle of the Planets.
Battle of the
It was
Planets, yeah,
adapted
yeah.
from the Japanese, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one well. My favorite anime of all time, is based, which mostly, a lot of this is based off of manga, but was a manga called Area 88, and this was about a Japanese orphan kid. The kid grew up in the orphanage, and he went to school to become an airline pilot, and his best friend basically gets him drunk and has him sign a contract to fly as a mercenary for a Middle Eastern country, and he gets dragged off. And I won't say any more in case anybody wants to watch it, but that's a good series. There's 3 movies for that, but that was a very interesting series of anime movies. Ronin Warriors, Gundam, Jason. says he's seen all of them. Yeah, Akira was definitely a good one. Fist of the North Star. Yeah, I remember watching that. I never did go. Andrew's talking about coffee, and I never went to get my drink. Ranma 1/2. Nailbender. Ranma 1/2. There you go. Project A-ko. Classic ones. I just too many to remember, right? Yeah. So Joseph's like, what? What are we talking about? Anime?
Yeah, I've never watched anime.
Sometimes it's an acquired taste.
I've always been a huge fan of like the art style and things like that, like the style in which they're all drawn, and that always has amazed me. That's what really got me into it more than anything else. And then some of them just have really, really good storylines.
I mean, and Joseph, that's kind of one of the things that kind of sets it apart. A lot of it looks kind of cutesy and stuff, but there's a lot of adult kind of themes that run through a lot of these, and so you'll get great stories.
Yeah, like it's crazy if you go through now and watch like some of the anime and things that I watched as a kid to watch them as an adult. Like I have a totally different appreciation for the story that they're trying to tell. It's kind of crazy.
It may still be on there. But if you have Amazon Prime, there was a series, Immortal. Is it Blade of the Immortal? I believe Blade of the Immortal is a good one.
I've watched Archer.
Archer is fabulous.
That's all I've watched when it comes to. I'm not going to disrespect you or saying like cartoon. I don't quite understand it, but that's the closest thing I can think of. But I've listened to or watched, sorry.
I love Archer. If I could grow up to be anybody, it would be him.
I think that's for everyone.
Oh, Archer is just amazing. That's like one of my favorite shows ever. Do you want ants? Because this is how you get ants.
Thanks, Cy, for posting that trailer.
Yeah, that looks good. I think I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I recommend that. It was a lot of fun.
Apparently, I've went through all that whole music list now. What the? There we go.
Remember to subscribe to the channel.
Yes, thank you, Joseph. Again, thanks everybody for showing up. If you're lurking here and you don't know who any of these people are, most of these people are part of the Creators Guild. And if you want to join in the fun, head over to the creatorsguild.app. We're a group of content creators that are helping other content creators of all levels get better at what they're doing. To stop being mushmouth like me.
I'm just a mod. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nail is not just a mod. He is a content creator, and he will be creating content. We all believe in that, and we will will it into existence.
And if you want
That's
to
true.
have a forum, a place where all your community can be, hit up
Don't
now.
make me come over there now. I'm not far from you.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. No, that's a true story. He's really not. He's like half an hour from me. Andrew's only like half an hour from where I live.
And yes, please, if you're having fun and you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up. Not only do I have these kind of fun streams, I'm a motion graphic artist, graphic designer, and there's going to be more content coming soon. Quick tip videos, how-tos. If you have any interest in creating overlays or graphics for your stream and want to learn how to do it or have somebody show you how to do it, put something down. Put it down in the comments. I would be happy to show you how to do almost anything for your stream. And we'll just have some fun creating some content, creating some graphics. But be sure to join the guild. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. By the way, Grim, I love the direction that the website has taken. I just was checking it out yesterday. I hadn't seen your updates to it. It's looking awesome, man.
Oh, yes. You can go to grimskull.com. And thanks to Xanthi, who is not here, is one of our guildies, does WordPress tutorials, and she uses Elementor. And I've had that word. Well, my website's sitting around for a while, and she inspired me to get off my ass and get something up there. So thanks, I do appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, I recently put in a supporters page for all those people. I'm still working on getting the links put up to everybody's. That's what if you're a supporter and you've donated through Buy Me a Coffee or the tips page, you get your name up on the wall, or you've supported me in other ways that aren't monetary, but you show up to my streams and interact. I consider that support. So, I go to my grimskull.com, click on supporters, and thank you to all of you who have continued to support. And hopefully I will keep it going. Well, not hopefully. I always say that. I qualify it by saying hopefully. It's not hopefully. I will. I'm in this. I am in this to make a go.
I was gonna say, Grim, don't you be coming off with that hopefully crap.
Yeah.
So back to the anime and stuff a bit. Did anybody catch or watch Legend of Korra?
Loved Legend of Korra. That was actually really good. God damn it. I can't think of it. Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar.
Last Airbender. Yeah, there we go.
There's another one of those movies that just did not make it, consistent with the anime.
And it was the death of M. Night Shyamalan's career.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's what happens when you piss off anime fans. And to be fair, M. Night Shyamalan wasn't that great anyway. My favorite Robot Chicken episodes are the ones where they're making fun of him, because they got this dude where he's like M. Night Shyamalan and he's going through with all of his stuff in his movies and everything, and he's popping up and he's going, "What a twist! What a twist!" And then this other nerdy dude pops up and he's like, "What a twit!" And they're just like poking fun at him. Like Signs? Come on, Signs was not that great of a movie.
Thank you for that, Joseph. I appreciate it.
He did do the movie of the what's it called? The scary movie ones. And that was pretty good, based in London.
Scary movies based in London, like
Yeah,
what,
yeah. they're like
American
the
American
couple-
Werewolf?
No, it was later than that. The couple who like the lady's a medium, the husband's a helper. They actually the HBO one is released today. The new version, sorry, a new video film of it.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to look for this, aren't I?
What? Which one?
I can't think. It's like the Blumhouse production people, but they're releasing the new one today on HBO. But the director you said, he directed the one in London, and that was really good.
The Grindhouse movies.
Are
Yeah,
we,
the Grindhouse ones.
are we talking about the Ed and Lorraine Warren movies?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he directed the London one, and I thought that was pretty awesome.
Great movies, but in real life they were frauds.
How do you know, Graham?
Because there was actually a whole scandal about it, I think.
Yeah.
Like they were proven to be completely full of shit.
Wasn't Shyamalan to Glass and whatever the other
Yes.
trilogy?
Yes.
The trilogy of the three of those, right? Yeah.
Yeah, those okay. So those were okay.
Yeah. Unbreakable, right?
All right,
Glass,
yes, yeah, that's the first one.
Unbreakable, Glass, and then has the third one come out yet?
Yeah. The third one was
third one,
Glass.
yeah.
The other one was Split.
Yes. Okay.
So take it back.
And for the record, like unless you read the books that those were based off of, those movies are pointless to watch because you have no backstory for any of it.
All right, not to break this line of thinking, but Joe, you said that the original Star Wars movies are three of the movies that you would stop to watch.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a big Star Wars fan?
Probably not so much anymore. Back there's too much of it to keep up with now,
But-
and a lot
but-
of it is.
But
isn't
as
fantastic.
I would say, as a child, you saw it originally.
Oh yeah, I remember I saw the original release in the theater for sure.
All right, okay. I don't know if you were in any of my streams when I've done this, but I always, when I find a Star Wars fan like myself in my chat, I show them this.
Nice. I think you've showed that, and didn't you have another one too, don't you?
Yes, so yeah, you saw my homemade ones, but that one right there is an actual Graflex flash handle that they used as the actual prop. It's not the actual one, but it is the type of item that they actually. It's not like refabricated or
Nice.
a replica or anything. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, you've seen it before because if I showed that one, I probably showed the other ones too. All right. Well,
Maybe.
sorry, I bored you with that.
No, not at all. It's always good to see that kind of stuff, man.
I'm a raging Star Wars fan. Like, thoroughly upset by the new movies.
Yeah, right with you on that one for sure.
So glad they're being retconned out of existence. It's great.
I still haven't seen the newest one yet.
It was the best of the three, honestly.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. It's kind of like the gulf between the Marvel and the DC superhero movies, right? I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine, and Marvel seems to get the comedy and the human connection amongst the heroes and the population much better, and DC just seems like it's just all about the heroes and that's it. And there's something missing in the DC movies, in my opinion.
Oh, in the movies for sure, but like some of the TV shows really kill it. Like their DC TV shows are just hammer Marvel's TV shows.
Yeah, I must admit, I've watched a lot of The Flash with my nieces and my sister and my brother-in-law are right into The Flash. So I've seen a lot of that, and the first couple seasons of Arrow as well. Smallville, of course.
See, what pisses me off is the way they did Arrow. They made him a more gritty kind of Batman character, and granted, he had his demons, but he was never like that, and everybody knew that Oliver Queen from the very beginning was the Green Arrow. Like, he never hid that.
True.
Now, at the TV station I work for, one of our channels is the CW. I've not watched any of the DC shows.
I recommend watching The Arrow. It's the best, like, out of all of them. The Flash is pretty good, but The Arrow is really cool because they bring in, like, Deathstroke and things like that, and I think they did a good job of bringing the look of Deathstroke, not so much the way they did his character, but the look of Deathstroke. Like, he was so hyper realistic. It's just amazing. That's like one of my favorite characters in the show, because if it weren't for Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson Deadpool would not exist. Like, he was Slade Wilson and Deathstroke was around long before Deadpool even came along.
Hey Laura, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Is she in the guild? Get her in the guild.
Are you a guild member or a content creator, or did you just happen across the stream?
Hey, Laura.
Howdy.
Thank you, Joseph. I feel like I failed you today, Joseph, because you are doing a lot of posting, of links.
A content creator.
Cool. So big props to Joseph for giving me a hand on posting links and giving me that support. If you need some mental medicine, folks, be sure to check out Joseph Clough on YouTube. In fact, there are several members here that you can check out. I mean, you can go to Twitch and check out the Creators Guild. You'll see Dr. Elo and our very own Sai Massage talking about content creation. They do a podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 Central.
Tuesdays is the podcast. Thursdays is Inside the Creators Toolkit.
As Nail just explained better than I did. Got it. Well, thanks for hopping in. You got Dr. Energy, who is over on Facebook, does Facebook Live events with BU Network with his partner Ra. Go check that out. We have
their shows are really good. I like their shows.
Thanks for the sub there, Laura. Andrew, Consultant Blind Guy, has several channels that can help folks that may have some disabilities, navigate the world of content creation and how to make money through their content. So check out Filter Blanca. Somebody was about to say something before I interrupt him. Please go.
No, I was just going to say that I
Yeah,
think
I
Rara
just
is
actually
really quite
closed down
lovely,
2
and I
channels
wish you would
today,
just participate
and
more.
now I only have 3 instead of 5.
I'm sorry. Say that again, Sai. You got stepped on.
I think she was saying that she wished that Rara would participate in the guild a little bit more because she thinks she's quite lovely.
I totally agree with that, Sai. I totally agree with that. I know Peyton's still here. Sorry, I didn't catch you. I see you chatted earlier, Peyton. So if you're still here, thanks for stopping by. And Midwest, we got Midwest Merchandiser. Also, check him out on YouTube.
Yo.
Yeah, Jason
Dr.
is-
Elo in the house.
What's up?
What up, Elo?
Getting ready to go to a bar without wanting to, but yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
I'd love to be in a fucking
What's
bar right
going
now.
on?
Yeah, where do I go?
Yeah. Where can we meet you?
Bel Air, Maryland. Yeah.
All right, getting my ticket now.
It'd almost be worth coming down there and then doing a 2-week quarantine when I get back.
I know, right?
Hey,
Don't wanna-
Scott's here.
Where's Scott at?
He's
Oh, yeah.
on mobile, yeah.
I'm hearing literally hearing crickets in the background.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm here in the
That's awesome. It's awesome, man.
I know, I agree. I was like, I can hear crickets too.
Should have heard the fucking cicadas by Elo the other day. Jesus Christ.
There's a great, I don't know if you can, I don't have the link for it handy, but there's a great video on, probably somewhere on YouTube now still. They recorded crickets and then slowed it down to fit the same timeline or speed as of humans. And when you hear the crickets translated into that human speed, it sounds like a choir of people singing. It's
Nice.
absolutely
Yeah, I heard that.
That
as well.
sounds
It's
amazing.
really awesome. It's like an orchestra.
That sounds pretty cool.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to look for that now.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's called like God's Cricket Chorus or something like that.
Yeah, now I gotta find it.
Right?
What's up, cuz?
The cricket thing, it reminds me of when David was outside and we heard birds, but Sai
What's
also
going on,
there's
Elo?
birds.
I'm like super geeked for October.
Oh man, I'm into.
Sai's birds are amazing. Her birds are so awesome. Mango and kiwi. Mango's my favorite. He's awesome.
Oh crap!
We starting that shit.
Well, yeah. How about that?
Yeah, it's still early, Elo.
Well, I wake up at 5 in the morning every day, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I'm up at 4:30 at the latest.
For some reason, I've been getting really sleepy this past 2 weeks. Like I've established a routine without knowing. And
Right. 10
Yeah.
o'clock hits and you're like, fuck, it's bedtime.
It's because of the kid. The kid has to go to school, so I put him to bed at 9, right? And then I go and try to sleep him over, and then I fall asleep as well. So yeah, that's been happening for the past 2 weeks, and I've been getting good rest, which is amazing. I never get that shit.
Right.
Well, I hope you're gonna blow up them unicorns, Laura.
Always. Oh, sorry.
Shove a firecracker right up its ass.
So that Instagram reel we're talking about got 1250. They've had 1,250 likes or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. It just not likes, the views. I mean,
how many?
And the last and 1,200, 1,250, and like
Jesus.
an hour and a half. And it stopped, so I don't know if there's somebody's tricking me. Maybe they're buying. Sorry.
Too funny.
Yeah, Sai didn't cover that method for gaining followers on Twitter, but if you need them right away, you could just buy them.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, it works for other content creators, so why not?
But the pros do it. Why can't we?
Well, fuck yeah, the pros do it.
And the platforms are okay with it as long as you buy the views from the people that they want, the farms that they want you to buy them from. If you go outside of that, that's a different story.
Just cheat with the cheaters they want you to cheat with. That's it.
Exactly. I remember looking up one time some of the Facebook stuff, and the place where you buy it from on Facebook, it was actually the exact same links as it was outside of it, but they wanted you to buy it from Facebook.
That's crazy. Not surprising, but still crazy. It just tells you how much Facebook is probably exploiting the shit out of those farms.
And thank you, Sai, for the sub. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, totally, for sure.
But ain't that the thing? Ain't that the shit there, Joe? Is, you find something great on the internet and then it turns out to just, disappoint you in the end.
It's true, and so be it.
I'm digging this epidemic sound.
Epidemic sounds pretty good. Like, they're really not
He has
bad.
really good music.
Are we listening to Epidemic Sound?
Yes.
There's actually music you can listen while you're doing something. So yeah.
I'm going through their game channel.
Stream Beats is pretty good, but I think of the two, Epidemic Sound is probably a little better for certain things.
I like streaming. I mean, it's free, but it's now getting oversaturated, right?
Well, getting oversaturated, and it's just like some of their selection for some of their stuff.
Well, here in the next couple weeks or so, I'll have music for the guild to be able to use as well.
Oh, nice.
Groovy.
But for certain things, Stream Beats is better, because for certain categories and things like that, Epidemic Sound doesn't have quite as large or as good of a selection. So it has its limitations, but depending on what you're doing, Epidemic is definitely, I think, the better service.
Isn't there another one? I think I saw Tom Buck uses it. Artlist or something like that.
Where's Scott at? He'd probably be able to answer that since he's a Tom Buck fanboy.
SIMP. Wait, we're on YouTube. I can say simp.
Yeah, true story. You only get in trouble for that shit on Twitch.
Luckily, Kevin went to bed. Did Kevin go to bed?
Oh yeah, he's probably passed right the hell out.
All right, he won't be sending us any hot tub stream links.
Yeah, if you want your algorithm fucked up on YouTube or Twitch, just talk to Kevin, ask him to send you something cool. He'll send you all kinds of crazy shit.
Message retracted. What?
Somebody tried it.
Correct.
Well, one video's good, Laura. Just keep going.
That's one more video than I got. But I'm just a mod, so it's okay.
Well, you don't have to do videos, Laura. You could do podcasts. You could do live streaming.
No, Ben. No, we're gonna have to kick you in the ass too. You're gonna start creating content. Otherwise, I'll find a ride over there and shove my foot in your ass.
There you go.
Alex!
Andrew's got an unfair advantage. He lives like half an hour-ish away from me.
Alex, welcome to the non-working stream with guests.
Honored guests at that.
Very honored. I am very honored that you guys are willing to spend a Friday night with me.
See, now what we need to do is get together and do some content together.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that what we're doing right now?
In person, hanging out in real life, because him and I are so close. Because Andrew and I are so close to each other.
Yeah, but we're all various distances, but we're like literally very close.
It's a true story.
Fine. Sai, is there any suggestions on how to work on
In October,
posture?
We'll be doing content together for a few days because we'll be at People of Video.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Energy knows about posture.
Yes, I should remember that. He that is a field he is specialized.
Yeah, I pretty much can't walk down a street without noticing how people move.
Okay, well, feel free to critique. Like, you know, Grim, sit up straighter because you keep bending over and looking like a frog.
I don't comment unless asked.
That was an official ask, sir.
I was gonna say, Grim, shouldn't we be classified as experts in posture too?
I'm not an expert in posture at all.
I was telling Dr. Energy about my cat. He goes on the back of my chair, so I've got to lean all the way forward, which causes my back to be upright.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the ways you can correct your posture when you're sitting is to actually sit closer to the front of your seat. So you sit up straight and it puts a proper curve in the lower back.
I'm going to have to get
So buy a cat, Grim.
I'm going to have to get a better seat.
Or
Now,
a cat.
I got,
Or a cat.
Yeah, cats. Yeah, that's not
Or
happening.
a small dog.
I've got 3 big ones.
So is that where the dead cat comes from?
I sure hope not.
Yes, me and Jason live close together, so we could do that. My chair is the GT Racing. The way they built these chairs was, most office chairs have the roller, right, like in the center of the seat. But on these, they put it more towards the back of the chair. So if I try to sit at the front of my chair, for some reason, it starts to fall forward. Mainly because of my fat ass.
You can always put a pillow behind you as well, then.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah. And you can even buy the specific lumbar roll pillows that attach to the back of the seat. They usually have an elastic that goes over the back of the seat, so
there is
Other than
there.
that, what do you think of that?
There
chair,
is.
Grim?
It's quiet. It's not too bad a chair, and it has the lumbar support like you were talking about, Joe. Cushion. It's just to take advantage of it, you got to sit in the back, towards the back of the chair.
yeah.
It has the
The other
neck.
thing, the other thing about when you're sitting upright more, and Joseph can probably testify to this as well when he's doing his podcast, especially when he's doing the hypnosis, is just when you align your spine like that, it actually lifts your chest up a little bit more, so it's easier to breathe and your voice comes out more relaxed, and just the energy flows in your body more easily.
Mm. Yeah, I need to start consciously thinking about that, because often I have my microphone down and I go, I'm not speaking into my microphone, so I go, hello. Unconsciously, I'm doing that. See you, Scott. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man.
Grim, do you have a stand-up desk?
I do not have a stand-up desk, but that is certainly something I can sort of do a stand-up desk, because I can raise my microphone.
You can get them pretty cheap. If you go to like Costco, I brought mine for like $300, and it's been a game changer, just for like content and also posture.
And I think you can get them for even less than that on Amazon. I've seen like $350, $300, something like that. So I'm in the US, I'm guessing that's probably about what, $250, $270, something like that. And it's just the legs, and you can put any tabletop on it.
Oh yeah, you can go to IKEA for that as well. IKEA do like the cheap legs, and then you just got to buy the tabletop.
Yeah, or you could buy I use like a 2-monitor mount on my desk from Vivo, and I know that they sell a 1-motor leg with memory positions, and it's like $275, and you can put your own tabletop on it.
All right, I was gonna go to the be right back screen. My girlfriend just called. I'm gonna call her back real quick. The dog needs to go out. She's begging me. But you guests, go ahead and chat amongst yourselves here and keep the show running. I will be right back.
That sounds like a Saturday Night Live coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Who's up?
You go for it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, give everybody in Grim's stream a sample of what Joseph Clough does. with
There
his
you go.
magic voice.
All right, be right back.
No, let's think of some questions for Grim. What questions can we ask Grim when he comes back?
What were you really doing when you left?
Do you know Grim was a dog handler? Like an actual canine in the military stuff. It's crazy cool.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
Grim was a military canine handler in Japan, oddly enough.
And he was born there as well, I believe.
Yeah,
Hence,
he was
when you
born
see
there.
his branding, you can see the symbols and so
I
on.
thought that was ironic.
So the fact that he was born in Japan and served in Japan, we should ask him if he uses chopsticks or his hands when he eats sushi.
That's a good question.
And there's actually a correct answer to that. Sushi's a finger food. You're supposed to eat it with your fingers.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Damn, now I'm hungry again.
So you mean all this time in the movies they've been lying to us by using chopsticks?
Pretty much, yeah. Because you use chopsticks for things like rice and like nigiri and things like that, but you don't eat like sushi rolls with chopsticks.
But I believe like it's about getting close to your mouth as well, though, right? Like even making noises as far because my chiropractor, he was telling me about it, and like it's all about close to the mouth as possible.
Right, and you're supposed to get down close to the table too, right? Or do you lift the bowl up to the plate up to your mouth, or is it the other way around?
Yeah, something like that. It's
Oh,
like
I learned
bringing it
something new.
close to the mouth. But Grim will tell us right now.
He's back. Stop talking about him.
I will tell you. What is it? Okay, what I missed here? A nice
Look
one.
on his face. He's like, "What in the fuck are you guys talking about?"
What?
So we've gave it a bit of a rundown that you were born, that you're a canine handler, and then there was a specific question that. Did you ask this, or was it Andrew?
No, it was me. I was saying about eating sushi with chopsticks versus your hands.
Never with chopsticks.
That's what we thought.
In America, you can get away with it. In Japan, yeah, it's bad form to eat sushi with chopsticks because it is a finger food in Japan.
And what is it with I can't remember what it is, but like having the bowl, the food very close to your mouth, like does that make sense?
Don't ever stick your chopsticks like down inside the rice to where they stick up. Always lay them across the bowl, because in Japan they use incense at funerals, and so that it's disrespectful, I guess, to stick your chopsticks so they stick straight up, because it kind of resembles the incense. As far as the bowls, I know that slurping is allowed. That is not considered rude if you slurp like your noodles from the bowl.
Yes. Yeah, I was just saying, when you're not there, my chiropractor, we took him out. He was purposely showing how loud you can be, and it's fine.
Yes. Also, you should. What is this music? I'm sorry. something. It's like it's a Disney, one of those Disney animal movie music is going on here. Sorry.
Well, you know, we've got Cluffy with us, so it thought we needed something mellow and soothing.
Some live hypnosis.
Here we go. This is a Twitch chatting, just chatting. Also with sushi, a lot of people will put like soy sauce on it. It comes with, you get it here packaged at your grocery store, and it'll have you those. But really, you're not supposed to dip your sushi in soy sauce, because the freshness of the fish and the rice wine vinegar with the rice is supposed to bring out the flavor of the fish, and they say it's bad form to dip your sushi in soy sauce, but people do it here, so there's the Japanese way and the American way. But I'm not, I don't claim to really be the expert on things in Japan. I was just made there.
How long were you there for?
Only
Like
2
growing
years.
up? Okay, 2 years old.
So I barely remember anything. So Alex was asking, what does his branding really say? Well, let me switch to I'm just going to switch to my my Be Right Back screen real quick. That doesn't have what I need on it, what I'm trying to show. Gosh dang it.
Website at all?
Here's okay, so on the right, where my camera is not, that says made in Japan. On the left, it's partially covered by my cam. Actually says Grimskull in Japanese. In katakana.
Nice.
My buy me a coffee, the little characters that actually says BMAC. And what does that say? God.
I was meaning to ask you about that, Grim. On the Showdown overlay package, are you able to remove the Oriental letter?
I am, yes, because I have the I bought the full editable version. So if you didn't buy,
Do you
yeah,
need to have that particular program that you use for your graphics in order to remove that, or is that just something you can do in regular?
I mean, if you have like Photoshop or any kind of image editing program, and in the overlays, I think you could probably go in and remove it. It may be hard, especially if they're all flattened images. You'd have to do a lot of clone stamping and covering up, and but why would you want to remove it? That's part of the coolness of the pack.
All right. Oh, good to know. I don't know what none of it says, man.
Well, I think most of the ones that have characters on them will, if like for the stream starting, I think that's what it says. Stream starting. Be right back. It said that's what it says in Japanese. I finally went and got me a drink.
Well, that's good to know, because that's the whole reason I didn't buy it, because it was like, I don't know what any of the words are saying.
And what are we drinking?
My Black Label. Johnny Walker.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice. I just finished a nice dark beer, similar to a Newcastle Brown.
I have a nice IPA right now, as Grim will know, and Nell will know, and Kevin will know, and Sai will know.
Yeah, the place that I get it from.
Yeah, Pretty Boy likes
particular
that.
one. You like the hoppy stuff, right?
Yeah,
Indeed,
he's all
my
about
dog
his IPAs.
My dog is barking right now, so I do apologize.
It's quite all right. I have 3 of them, and remember, we don't get excited about that stuff. That's one thing I need to get into. I mean, I'm an Adobe guy, so I mean, I automatically use Photoshop and Illustrator for my image editing and graphics, logo works. But that's one thing I want to do as part of my content is replicate what I do in Canva, in Pixlr, the Premiere Alternative, what is that one? DaVinci Resolve, which you're supposed to also be able to do some motion graphics in that also.
That would be badass.
I found too that you can do some really simple graphics and overlays using PowerPoint or Keynote. It's
Alex was using Keynote the other day to do graphics. So yeah.
Keynote is Mac only though, isn't it?
Yeah, the PowerPoint is Windows.
But yeah, I want to try to replicate being able to create overlays in just, in those low. It's bad to say low cost because that's not really the idea we're going for. It's using tools that are available to you at your budget, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's got different budget levels, different levels they're working at, right?
Yes, but you can, I want to be able to demonstrate that you can still get good results, just like people have already done with these kind of tools without having to worry that you have Photoshop or, action over imperfection. Yes. Action, not perfection. Yes. I know what you're saying, Joseph.
Let him drink a couple of more IPAs, and even he won't know what he's trying to say. It'll be funny as shit.
I corrected myself.
You did.
Drunk typing.
I'm trying to think of what now. I feel like I'm in. There's this game that it was one of those zoo games that you build a zoo in.
Animal
Sim
Crossing?
City?
Not Animal Crossing, but it was a Sim City style game, but it was based on like Zoo Manager or something. I don't know. That's what that music just sounded like.
Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoons. Nail brings it in for the win.
Yup, Zoo Tycoon.
I love those tycoon games. I can't play them. Hopefully, if Sai's still listening.
I'm fucking thing all the time when I was younger.
Sai went to lie down.
Okay, good. I mean, I hate to lose her, but yes.
She's keeping everything open to make sure that you keep getting your traffic and everything.
I haven't gamed in months now. For the simple fact that if I start gaming, I will stop doing this.
I agree. I have a very addictive personality, and I cannot game. Otherwise, I would keep on gaming, and I'd homeless.
The only thing I want to do besides this right now is start picking that thing back up.
The only game I actually play like these days is Eve Echoes. Love that game.
I bought Risk, the board game.
Love that game too. That's like one of my favorite board games.
I was going to try to get everybody to play it here, but man, it is too complicated for some people, man. I think I got the Doctor Who version.
What was the other game that was like that? Stratego?
Stratego?
Like that?
Marine Corps
Stratego, that's it.
Monopoly.
Yeah.
All right. Occupy yourselves. My doggies need in. I'll be right back.
Nope. Only game that I play these days is Eve Echoes because I was a huge Eve Online player back in the day.
Yeah, the only thing I play these days really is Battlefield on the PS4.
Like to get my get together with a group of tabletop RPG gamers. I miss that.
Yeah, my 17-year-old niece has been deep into D&D for about 4 years now. They actually get together online and play some.
My kid was getting into that, during her junior year, and she would go every like Wednesday night to one of the local comic shops to play. And I keep telling her you should invite some friends over on the weekend, and we could set it up in the garage, and you guys could play. But you never ended up doing that. And I tried to the Voldemort stuff happened. I tried to get her to, well, you could kind of get online and do it also, and she just didn't want to get into it for some reason. But she likes Dungeons and Dragons, but can't get her to play anymore.
I'm more of the sci-fi style, so like Starfinder, Shadowrun, GURPS, that kind of stuff. D&D was fun. I used to play D&D all the time, like in high school and everything. But they started changing the game mechanics like way too much, and it becoming ridiculously easy to build like god level characters and everything like that. It really sucked a lot of the fun out of the game. So I kind of quit playing.
Not one lick of work, Joseph. I'm saving it all for in the morning.
My niece and her friends, they've gone so far as even to get into cosplaying some of their characters and out in the woods and stuff like that. So.
LARPing.
Hell yeah. That's even better.
Oh
yeah. Check out a movie called Zero Charisma.
I haven't done that in a few years.
Zero Charisma? Do I want to know?
Zero Charisma. It's just a movie about a guy that does dungeons. It's kind of an indie film. Another one is Knights of Badassum or something like that. Peter Dinklage is in it. It's like, I think it's pre Game of Thrones. Joseph, you are doing an awesome job as a producer. I really appreciate the effort you are putting in tonight, sir. Game of Thrones was good up till season 8, and then it sucked donkey balls.
Well, Joseph, since you're the producer, doesn't it mean you have to go after Kevin?
I'll go for everybody. Wick.
And George R. Martin is going to kick the bucket before he freaking finishes the last book. Everybody knows it.
Yep. I actually stopped reading the books after I think book 5 or something like that.
Wrath of Man. Oh, okay, yes. I have not seen it, but I do need to see it. There's not been any more TV shows that have come out recently that, I mean, it used to be several shows that, all of us watched at work, and then we would come, it was the water cooler shows, right? Walking Dead was one of them.
Breaking Bad?
People talk. I caught Breaking Bad after it ended. I didn't even watch it while it was an active show. I waited till after it came out on Netflix, or the whole series on Netflix, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sorry I missed it when it was in its first run. Boondock Saints, that's an animated series, right, Laura? See you, Jason. Sorry I didn't do any work, which, if I did work, I probably would have worked, messed around with your stuff. I'm sorry, Are you talking about the movies? But is that what she's talking about now? No. Old movie. Are you talking about the Norman Reedus and Patrick Flannery?
Isn't that the movie which had the guy from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, Norman Reedus. Yeah.
Norman Reedus. He was, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Boondock Saints.
Saints.
Okay. Well, there's an animated something, Boondock something, but I don't know. Can't remember what it was.
Oh, it's called The Boondocks, and it's all black anime.
Right. Afro Samurai is a fucking phenomenal anime
Samuel L.
series.
Jackson. Fuck yeah, it is.
Joe, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. You're welcome anytime. Dr. Joe Energy. You can catch him on the BU Network on Facebook with his partner Ra. They do a really, 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 really good live stream talking about motivational speaking and how to be a better orator. How to really bring out that personality to overcome those obstacles of being in front of people. Thank you, Joseph, for that. And if you're looking, if there's things in life that are just kind of blocking you mentally from, living your best life, that are keeping you from really being at your best potential. If you're afraid of just, taking those chances in life because you don't think you're good enough, or that, there's just something, that is holding you back. Joseph Clough has that, what I call mental medicine. So search for Joseph Clough on YouTube. Joseph, you can throw up your link. Discount Philip. Personally, Joseph has helped me a lot, not just tonight on this stream, but listening to his podcasts and his live streams, really helping me to remove those mental barriers and not being afraid of taking, those chances and believing in myself. I credit Joseph as part of my, the reason I'm on this journey, and helping to realize that, I do have the skills, the talents, to make a go of this. I've gotten over my fear of Morrissey because of Joseph Clough. It's true. Twenty years in the business. Cheers. All right, we're gonna set a hard end time of it is 10:23 Central Standard Time. We're gonna set a hard deadline, a hard end time of 11. You guys have been great. I've really enjoyed doing this. I hope everyone else has enjoyed it. I do want to thank Joseph. I want to thank Nailbender. I want to thank Joe Energy. I want to thank Andrew for joining me. Sai, Elo, for hanging out. The only person I wish that could have witnessed this was Impartial Geek. As well as Joseph, I kind of owe Impartial Geek some credit for my journey, as many of us kind of are inspired by David to be content creators, and he is currently traveling. Yes. So here's to the Creators Guild and all its members. If you are not a member, please go to the creatorsguild.app. It's free. It's a community of content creators all here to help you and each other become better content creators. And check out the Creator Toolkit. Lots of information at whatever level you're at can help you become a better content creator, whether you're just starting out or you're just struggling with some areas in your content creation. We're not quite to 50, but Joseph, man, we sure tried. We sure tried. The next thing I need to do on my journey as a content creator is start scheduling my content, whether it's going to be live streams or my recorded videos. In fact, that's one of the things I was going to do tonight was work on the recorded video on the live chat overlay. I think tomorrow I will sit down. That'll be my stream in the morning. Because I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And I will work on doing a planning session. This next part I'm just doing for practice because, you know, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification. If you like the content and you want to help support the channel, you go to buymeacoffee.com/Grimskull and buy me sushi. It's not required. It's not, it's just, it's not necessary. My content on YouTube will be free. So be sure, if you want to help support my channel, that's just one way you can do it. Thank you, Laura, for subscribing. This music is going to put me to sleep. We need to find something that's going to carry us through to the 11 o'clock hour.
So we've got 30 minutes to go.
30 minutes to go. Like a telethon, but not really.
We keep streaming until we hit 50.
We will certainly try. We will make a go of it. We need to start dragging people off the street now. Sorry, I'm trying not to yawn in everybody's face.
Give us some content.
He could still do his planning in the last little bit of the show.
I could, but I don't want to.
Yeah, and don't say you're just a mod either now.
Yes. You're less than a mod. No, sorry. More than a mod. Because you created the guild. Like, what you've done to the guild, just so everyone knows, you rearranged, recreated, and you're creating so many guilds for other people as a forum. It's amazing. It really is. So, never say that.
Again, I liken it to, Scotty was just not just an engineer.
Seriously, what Nao's done to the guild, like, even creating this voice chat, if it wasn't for him, we would not be here right now.
No, we would not.
So take the credit.
And I do, because Nail has created a gilded server for me. I don't announce it much, only because I don't want to distract guild members with another gilded server. But when I start really getting folks that are coming from outside the guild, that is going to be my main base of operations for the community. I'm going to try to make that the avenue for where people go to grab graphics that I offer for free myself, as well as I guess there's ways to hook in some e-commerce stuff, right? Get right now.
Yeah, you can set it up for all kinds of things. Well, I can anyway, because I figured out how to adapt it to run a construction company. So I have a little bit of expertise in adapting it for certain things.
But yeah, so Nail set me up a nice command center, and that's kind of where I'm going to work on my content planning. And I mean that's a big part of content creation is one of my one of the areas that I need to work on is building that roadmap. Because once you've got kind of this good roadmap, then you can start planning your workflows to follow that roadmap.
I'll hop on. I'll obviously be on in the morning when you're streaming.
Sure.
If there's anything you want me to add or change in your guild, just let me know and we can do it in real time. We can cast it and show it. And see the real time changes.
Yes, and also we wanted to work on some of the OBS stuff. I kind of went through the change notes yesterday, or the updated release notes. For me, my most favorite update is the undo function.
Because I run on Linux, my updates are a little different.
Yeah.
But still incredibly amazing. Like, it's increased its functionality like 100-fold. Like, I got a bunch of optimizations and everything.
Plus, there's some. I think Jason turned me on to these free matte transitions from Nerd or Die.
You should check out some of the OBS plugins since you're on Windows.
Yes, yeah. There's several that I've heard about that I want to investigate.
The Windows plugins are absolutely badass. Getting them to work on Linux is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But if I can get them to do it, there's a few of them that I'm going to install.
There's like a window, kind of a screen animation one that kind of does what David does with his vMix stuff, where it does a better transition, where it like resizes the little panels and stuff. That's one I want to mess. There's supposed to be a voice or a voice changer one also.
Yeah, but that's kind of a pain in the ass to do in real time. I've seen that plugin and I've seen it used and everything. It's actually kind of complicated and, in my opinion, more hassle than it's worth to run that plugin.
Yeah.
For what it does.
No worries, Andrew. No worries. It happens. So we got Doug B going through the 7-day challenge. He's got his type of content up there. That's I got to put that on my calendar to look. check him out. Ryan Turbo Jackson had finished the 7-day challenge. Congrats to him. Oh, Doug B is up to day 4. Doug.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch those.
Yeah, Doug
I'm gonna have
B's
to check that out.
wife is a NASA rocket scientist, and he's also a musician.
Yeah, I saw that. I was checking that out. That's crazy.
Definitely going to go through this epidemic sound stuff and kind of pick out some music to get some good consistent
And,
tracks that I use.
How many people can say they have a rocket scientist within their guild?
Yeah, right? So not only do I want, as part of, I'll be writing all this stuff down tomorrow, but, the content, my content roadmap, a series of videos that many guild members have already done, but, they're not me, is utilizing those resources that are non-Adobe resources to create, graphics for their streams. Maybe do some research also on like a great free resources to go to get graphic assets and stuff like that. A video on why you should use call to actions and how to use them effectively. Of course, creating the basic overlays in Canva or Pixlr. Then get into, how once you get these created, I mean, where do you put them? How do you use them with OBS? I'm going to focus more on stream elements, how to go from creating your overlays and graphics and logos and branding in, whether that be Pixlr, Canva, and then taking those once you've got them created and how to bring them into your stream elements. I need to pick one of the stream element or stream deck alternatives. Also, not only how you can use your stream deck, but what alternatives you can use to do your scene switching, your call to action buttons and stuff like that.
I use Updeck.
Updeck is certainly up there as one of the ones. Also, how to create an effective brand, how to use your elements in a way that is effective. That sometimes less is more. Like with me, my full cam. I mean, I don't have a lot of times David uses these full, overlays that overlay everything. But do you always need that? No, right? Maybe just a few elements on screen to make sure that you with your logo. So a couple accents, a little chat, area is just as effective as having, a full border overlay. Maybe you want a full border overlay, but why? Why do you want it? It is a good tool to kind of focus the attention. Also, if your background, if you don't have a good background behind you and you're wanting to kind of, cover things, a tighter overlay could work, right? Well, I doubt I will remember those, but I will try so we can write them down in the morning. Yeah, I'm sort of doing the content roadmap now, Nail. I'm just not writing things. Did we lose Laura? What was it? Was it the Game of Thrones comment? Was that it? Sorry, but not sorry about that. I mean, just the season 8 was utter shit. Utter shit. So 2 things yesterday. While I'm trying to finish up this quick tip on this the chat overlay, which I did not use once tonight, because I rushed to get the stream going. So hold on. We're going to go black here. Don't worry. We're still here. Don't panic. We're in the black, as they say. I closed the window. No, I did not close the window. Okay. Give me a second. And we are back. But yeah, my stuff's really goofed. As you can see, I need to go in and crop that. So let me do that. Sounds like the music, the lead, the intro music to Versailles. Anybody seen Versailles? TV show Versailles.
No, I have not.
It's about the building of Versailles by Louis the 13th, maybe. So I need to build a checklist before I go on stream to make sure I go in and set this up every time. That's the only drawback to this. He be traveling. Planning it all out. So this is the live chat overlay that I'm going to do a quick tip video on. I've been trying. I've got it recorded. I need to edit it. But I need to re-record the screen cap of me doing all the OBS work. And I've discovered that if you're on Windows, you don't need to go out and get a fancy screen capture program, because you've got the Xbox Game Bar, which captures your screen. Unfortunately, when I captured it, I didn't check to make sure my audio was being captured. So I got just the video part of it. I guess I can go in and just do a voiceover thing, but it's kind of be easier just to go in and do the whole thing over to capture that all at one time than trying to sync it together. I believe we've lost you.
I'm still here.
Whoa! What? Speak up, my man. You are part of you are part of the show.
Voiceovers with screen capture stuff is always hard to sync up afterwards. It's a pain in the ass.
Again, phenomenal job, Joseph. Thanks for the support throughout the evening. I can't thank you enough.
That's what producers do.
Yes. I definitely will be needing to jump in and produce your show so I can take that load off of Kevin. At that late hour for Kevin.
Well, I saw he actually logged off.
Did he? Did he finally do it?
Unless his battery went.
Possibility. Yep, he's gone. Well, Sai also dropped off, so yes, this the live stream overlay works with YouTube. It's very customizable. I don't want to say very, but it's you can customize the colors on it. And the Xbox Game Bar was phenomenal. I mean, I was searching everywhere. I was thinking about getting a Camtasia. Adobe has a similar program. I tried a few of the free ones, but they would not give me 60 frames per second. 5 subs to go. I don't think there's anybody in general that hasn't subbed. I think that's what I will work on in my content planning. Is to get that content planned so it'll start showing up in the in the recommendeds, I guess, or so that the keywords that people are looking for, and they'll start seeing it and start drawing in some more viewers.
Did you say 50 subs is like a milestone for YouTube?
100 is you get
Well-
a custom URL.
Yeah, 100 you get a custom URL, but you also got to have like 1,400 view hours or 4,000 view hours or something like that, or view minutes, something. I don't, not hours. But 50 is kind of, it's just one of those milestones in TubeBuddy and everything. You know, they give you those little badges.
Subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to reach
There you go,
the
watch hours.
monetization level.
I just want that custom URL. Not that I don't want monetization, but
Well, I think we got to keep going until we all do 40,000 hours, whatever he said.
like tonight?
Tonight. We don't stop until we get it.
Okay, I'll leave it running. And if you guys want to watch the empty seat, that's great. I am committed, but yeah, I'm gonna need sleep. I could do a sleep stream.
You're committed, but you won't connect to the stream.
There are sleep streams. I mean, you know, the girls get away with it.
You just haul the camera into your bed and watch. Everybody can watch you sleep.
Yeah. Oof. Go out and get a little crate of kittens and, you know, put the camera on that.
Well, you know, everybody's already sleeping with Cluffy anyway, so why not, Grim?
There we are. I can take over your stream.
You need sleep too.
I just play my recordings if you want.
Set up a playlist to Joseph.
There you go.
I mean, you've got you know, his permission to basically do it because that's what he's offering to do. So
Yeah. And it's free advertising.
I think on my YouTube channel I have like 1,500 videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
So just play the playlist on your channel would be good.
Can you do that?
No, you'll get hammered with that takedown. YouTube will do that.
I'll just give you all my videos.
That's one of the things I like about the Twitch. About the Twitch. I'm starting to get loopy. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we're calling it. Twitch lets you set up an automatic host. So like Joseph, you know, if you're streaming on Twitch and I'm not on my channel, I can set it up that when you go live, it will host your stream on my channel.
Sure.
I wish they had some. I mean, David did a stream about this, I think, or we talked about this, right? In one of the streams.
I think with YouTube, you can, when you set up a channel, you can actually allow it to go to another channel after you've done it, but it's not automatic.
Right. You can do a redirect.
Correct. But I guess you kind of have like a favored streamer that you'd like to always do so automatically all the time.
But you can't do it's. But the thing is that it'll go to their channel or their video, but it won't do like a live stream.
Yeah. So if you go onto your YouTube channel, I'm guessing it won't be available unless they were live and you sent them over right in that moment.
Right. Oh, there's all right.
But I have another sub. Thank you ever so much.
There goes
Andrew. Maybe Andrew? I'm
Andrew.
guessing it's
It is Andrew.
We're not going to say it's Andrew, but it's Andrew.
I don't know who it is. There it is. Ravens Videos 1. Thank you for the sub. Now my sub count says 48. It went from 45 to 48. Which is weird. Oh. There's Raven Pontiac Music. We're at 49, at least on my goal count.
It may be delayed, but I've got 47. And we have 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, YouTube on my end says 47.
Yeah, YouTube says 47 on my sub goal count. It says 4. That could be.
Well, thank you ever so much, Andrew.
Yes, thank you, sir. That could be because of some in Stream Elements. When I hit the test, it may drive it up artificially.
No problem, brother.
Two minutes to go.
Had I not closed down 2 accounts today, I could have put you right up to your 50.
That's quite all right. Well, in these last 2 minutes, I want to thank you guys for kind of hanging out. It was a great idea to do this again. Joseph, you've been a trooper here. I really appreciate it.
That's just rude, don't you know?
We're partying with Dr. Elo at a bar.
Sounds like a place I want to be.
Fortunately, I just want to be in bed.
That's what I was just going to say. Holy shit, Elo just popped in on us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, with 1 minute to go.
You know, the least he could have done is pop in and brought me some subs. But thank you guys. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Nail, of course, for hanging out this long with me. Laura, I don't know if you're still here. If we lost you, appreciate it. All those folks that showed up, if you end up watching this later, thank you. Again, be sure to go to the Creators Guild.app. Join us, become a part of a great group of supportive individuals. It's a supportive group.
Join us.
Check out the Creator Toolkit. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, 9 o'clock. Fridays, 9 o'clock. I'm on Saturday, Sunday. That might change. Sai's got some great wisdom. Look at that. What? Apparently COVID does not exist here. No, it does not. I mean, wow.
As your producer, we're 1 minute and 7 seconds over time.
Wow, man. All right, everybody go check out Joseph Clough. Check out Consult the Blind Guy.
Let's go to Florida.
Both on YouTube. And yeah, let's go. We're going to Florida? Yes, I'm going. So we're gonna call it a night. Everybody have a good evening. I will see you tomorrow if you want to show up on my stream, 8 o'clock. Otherwise, we will see you in the guild. Everybody have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace out.
Later, Grim.
Good night.